All right. So today it is 11th of May 2026 and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm right now in Amritsar and this was the facility where I stayed. So today my plan is to go to Srinagar. On the map it is telling me I'll require 9 hours, and right now I put up a map which shows that to go to Jammu I'll require another 4 hours. In next 4 hours I'll be reaching to Jammu in case if I don't wait in between. Okay, so I've started my journey from Amritsar. I'll have to fuel up ahead because right now the range it's been shown here is just 200 kilometers. In some time it will show that the low fuel indication also will come up. So this is the highway, and on the right side one needs to go the place where where I was staying. It was just next to a golden temple. So from here I have reached the highway and let's meet ahead. दिख रहा है ये शायद कल यहाँ पे तेज तूफान आया था। ये ऐसा कई जगह देखा है मैंने पिछले 10-15 किलोमीटर से। ये सारे काफ़ी कुछ पेड़ ऐसे गिर रखे हैं यहाँ से और पानी भी कहीं दिख रहा है। ये देखो पानी, ये यहाँ पे बारिश भी हुई है शायद कल। ये पठानकोट यहाँ से 60-70 किलोमीटर आगे पीछे अमृतसर है और ये उसके बीच में है। तो कल काफ़ी बादल आ रखे थे, जैसे सैटेलाइट पे देखा था मैंने। तो मुझे डर लग रहा था कि बारिश मिल जाए मुझे, पर ये ऑलरेडी कल रात को शायद हो रखी है बारिश और ये आगे भी बादल चले गए इस तरफ ईस्ट की तरफ। तो शायद अभी जम्मू कश्मीर में भी बारिश मिलेगी नहीं जहाँ पे मैं जा रहा हूँ अभी। तो शायद बच जाऊँगा मैं। अभी ऊपर बादल तो थोड़े बहुत दिख रहे हैं पर इतना ज़्यादा है नहीं है, जैसे सैटेलाइट इमेज दिखा रहा है बादल आगे खिसक गए लग रहा है। 40 kilometers from here and I can see mountains ahead, and straight if you see there is a mountain and there is a snow cap on it. So first snow cap mountain one can see way before Pathankot. There it is, that snow cap mountain. And first glimpse of snow. I don't know how much snow we'll be encountering ahead, but let's hope though that snow should be manageable, or else if it is too much we need to leave the bike at the place where we are stranded and save our lives and get down somewhere. काफ़ी तेज़ तूफान आया था यहाँ पे कैप्टन माउंटेन। अभी थोड़ा नज़दीक आ गया है या हम उसके नज़दीक चले गए। थोड़ा क्लैरिटी ज़्यादा दिख रही होगी यहाँ पे। पठानकोट यहाँ से 15 किलोमीटर है और पठानकोट में अपना जो सिम है महाराष्ट्र वाला वो बंद हो जाएगा पठानकोट के बाद। जैसे ही जम्मू कश्मीर बॉर्डर में जाते हैं हम, क्रॉस करते हैं जम्मू कश्मीर एरिया में जाते हैं या तो लद्दाख में जाते हैं, तो अदर जगह तो दूसरी जगह का जो सिम है वो चलता नहीं। या तो पोस्ट पेड हो तो वो चले, या तो जम्मू कश्मीर का ही सिम ले लो पोस्ट पेड और वो चल जाता है। अपनी जगह पे भी जहाँ पे आप रहते हो वहाँ पे भी जम्मू कश्मीर का पोस्ट पेड सिम चल जाता है। पर प्रीपेड सिम अगर आपने जम्मू कश्मीर का लिया तो वो जैसे ही आप वापस आते हो अपने एरिया में, या तो जम्मू कश्मीर की बॉर्डर छोड़ देते हो तो या लद्दाख की बॉर्डर छोड़ देते हो तो वो बंद हो जाता है। प्रीपेड अगर है वहाँ वाला सिम तो प्रीपेड चलता ही नहीं बॉर्डर क्रॉस करने पर, कोई से भी, यहाँ का वहाँ पे और वहाँ का यहाँ पे। पोस्टपेड है तो वो दोनों जगह चल जाता है। तो अभी मेरे पास तो है सिम वो, तो मैं वो यूज़ करूँगा। मतलब ऑलरेडी कल ही रिचार्ज किया है, तो अभी उसी को यूज़ कर पाऊँगा। बाकी तो पहले वाला तो बंद हो जाएगा, रेगुलर वाला। देयर इज़ अ ह्यूज वाटर क्रॉसिंग हियर and I don't want to enter in now, right now. So there is another place, you know, people are taking the other route, the wrong side, in order to avoid. If it is a four-wheeler, there is no issue, but if it is a two-wheeler, then a problem comes in. So I was seeing people were turning on the other side, but I didn't. But now I'll have to again go back, so as the other rider are also doing. सर एंट्री करनी है क्या? जी जी, थैंक यू। ओ गेटवे टू जम्मू एंड कश्मीर, वी आर ऑफिशियली इन जम्मू एंड कश्मीर एंड दिस इज लखनपुर border, it seems. सर एंट्री करनी है क्या? एंट्री करनी पड़ती है? ओके, नो एंट्री, straight away we can go. This is the first time I'm coming from this Lakhanpur border. Last time I entered from that Kathua Kashmir highway is this traffic jam. All the heavy vehicles are there on this path, and they are constructing this road since long time. So there is a flyover construction, what you can see on the right side, but it's not even halfway done. So it will take quite a lot time for it to get completed. It's moving with very slow speed. So I came here 3 years ago, same situation was here. So this is a route what people are, like Google Map is suggesting that you should take this route in order to go to Srinagar. But what I've heard that the road is bad from Samba, 6 kilometer ahead. There is also a road which goes on the right side. Last time I took that, but it was all the way through the jungles, and some mountain pass was there in between. Road was not good, and quite a lot trucks were there inside, was stuck up. So because of that my travel got, somewhat scary. And this time I'm planning to go all the way to Jammu, and from Jammu I'll go to Udhampur from the regular highway rather than taking shortcuts. This is the initial part of Jammu, 30 kilometers. I think some distance is remaining for Jammu, but there is a residential complex on the left side, and on the right side what I can see is All India Institute of Medical Science, AIIMS. So they have opened AIIMS here, and quite big facility. Patient first, it's been written there. 2 लाख के लिए
पीछे का आता है यार, तो डलाना।
ये इसमें डब्बा है, डला है, बाहर से डाला है मैंने, सामान रख सकते हैं।
से आता होगा
क्या?
मैं सोचा शोरूम के साथ में ये आता होगा।
नहीं, वो अलग से लगाना पड़ता है। Had a tea break here. I had the best tea in my life, I believe, or maybe it is reason like 5-6 days I haven't had any tea. So because of that, whatever I have got, I felt it good. No, but actually it was good. I had a bread pakoda and a tea. Jammu is just 5-6 what do we say 10-15 kilometers from here. Okay, so we'll start our bike now and we'll go ahead. So we are almost 10 kilometers away from Jammu. So there is a bypass, it seems, which goes on the right side. So I'll just move like this and go with this bypass. There was a bypass 3 kilometers before as well, but I missed it. I haven't checked the map, but local people are guiding me that you can go through this route rather than going in city and getting in trapped in traffic jam. It is better you go through this bypass itself. Little bit off-road you'll get, or dirty patch you'll get, that can be easily covered. And then of course जाओ कह रहे जाओ. Okay, so we got our signal, and this boy will be helping me, he is seeing. So this looks like a bypass. The entire city is on the left side, this side, whereas this road can straight away take us to Udhampur. So on the left side we have a very big Jammu city of Jammu. I came here in back in 2019. So this is Maharaja Hari Singh's सर ये अंदर बस जाके आ सकते हैं. Okay, he allowed me. So this is the last part of Jammu, and this is the palace of Maharaja Hari Singh. So Maharaja Hari Singh was the king of Jammu and Kashmir. सर बस एक ऐसा राउंड लगा के जाना है वापस. श्रीनगर जा रहा हूँ मैं.
रोड मारना है छड़ा.
हाँ
रोड लगाना है.
हाँ
रोड लगा लो, आप आगे मत रुकना मत.
नहीं नहीं लग झट से आता हूँ. So I've also went inside. It's very beautiful palace. It's made of terracotta. And ahead there is a hotel, I believe. So this is the museum, what they have made. And this is the statue of Maharaja Gulab Singh. So I took a video back then on my old phone, and that video came out to be too shaky. But with this GoPro you can get a very stable picture. So I should thank these guys, they allowed me. Okay, so one beautiful place or visiting place I have already covered. In my travel vlog of Jammu. Okay, now Srinagar is 290 kilometers. I'm planning for Srinagar today, and this is the highway that takes us to Udhampur. Through Udhampur we'll be reaching Srinagar, where these monkeys are sitting in between. It makes too difficult for the driver or a rider. Okay, let's meet you ahead. Srinagar is okay. They've rubbed it. They've already rubbed it. It's 290 kilometers here from here. I think underneath there is Tavi River. We are all aware that India was split earlier into small princely states, and back in 1947 all these states got combined into a entire section, or to an entire country known as India, or for that matter even Pakistan. So this together all the states were clubbed. However, for a few months, Jammu and Kashmir part along with Ladakh was under Maharaja Hari Singh. So in 1947 October, Pakistan was already formed. Their what do you say? Their fighters, they didn't call it as a military campaign. Rather, they said that we don't have any control on them. That there are some individual fighters. They entered in Kashmir. They were all armed and almost they captured quite a lot part of Kashmir. So Maharaja Hari Singh on 26 October 1947, he signed a pact or a treaty or a pact of accession that Jammu and Kashmir will be part of India, and Indian forces should take care of the borders of Jammu and Kashmir as well. So after that, the Indian army entered here, and then afterwards Indian army was able to push the attackers back into their territory. Still quite a lot part they captured, and what we call that part is POK now. So Maharaja Hari Singh was the ruler back then. So because of him, like India has a part in the form of Jammu and Kashmir along with Ladakh. So this was the short story of how Srinagar, Jammu, Kashmir and other part or Ladakh, how it came into India in 1947. यार ये जम्मू से आया हूँ मैं और उधमपुर के पास जा रहा हूँ मैं, और ये पहला टनल लगा है मुझे। तो अपनी जर्नी का पहला टनल है, छोटा सा ही है, शायद 200 मीटर का होगा सिर्फ। पर ये देखो पहले टनल से हमने क्रॉस किया और आगे जाके बहुत बड़े बड़े टनल मिलने वाले हैं। अभी जो वर्ल्ड फेमस टनल है वो भी आने वाले हैं हमें। जोजिला पास का टनल कुछ बनेगा, अभी 2029 में शायद खुलेगा, पर अभी तो जोजिला के ऊपर से जाना पड़ेगा हमें, जोजिला माउंटेन पास से डायरेक्टली। कटरा ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड, दैट पर्सन कैन टेक अ टर्न, and I think the mountain where they go is the one which is there in front of us. So I think there is Mata Vaishno Devi's temple there, and there will be some turns what people will take in order to go there. So maybe from there they take a turn. Now we are going to Srinagar. It's 21 kilometers from here. Katra or Mata Vaishno Devi's temple is there in front of us, but it's completely covered under clouds. Okay, so that is the place. That is the shrine of Mata Vaishno Devi. So now I think we'll be going on the other direction and we will not be able to see this from close by. So this is the closest place I think we were there to capture it on GoPro. With other camera, with even iPhone, I can zoom in a bit, but with GoPro we have a fixed lens and cannot zoom in. So this is still, we are in Jammu itself. We are heading to Udhampur, and clouds have gone and we can see shrine of Vaishno Devi very clearly now. So we are crossing Udhampur. So this is a board which tells you that this is Udhampur. Ramban is 4 km, Patni Top is 45 kilometers. I want to cross Banihal. Once that is crossed, then the mountainous roads are gone and you end up, on a flat surface. Once you reach that particular point, then there is no problem. Even if it is night, you can travel easily. The toughest part is, before Banihal. Once you need to, only the thing is you need to cross that. That's even traffic will be there at that particular section. In 2019, I got stranded here. On the right side, if we go, we can go to Patni Top, and straight when we go, we'll be able to reach Nashri Chenani Tunnel, which has been renamed as Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Tunnel. So Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee fellowship we get in if in case somebody clears net with very high percentage, so top 5% will be given a fellowship named as Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Fellowship. So it is one of the very prestigious fellowship. They get some little bit more money as compared to the other people, not very much, but the thing is they can always claim in their put up in their CVs that they've got Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Fellowship. It is a fellowship which is related with NET, National Eligibility Test. So there are 3 categories of NET. One is lecturership, just NET, only the person is eligible for lecturership. Then second is NET JRF, in which they get fellowship from UGC, so UGC JRF. And another is NET CSIR. And the last will be, the highest merit will go for this Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Fellowship. They also interview the person who wants to give the who they want to give this fellowship. Okay, so they allow one-sided traffic to move on, and then they भैया हॉर्न बंद है मेरा. Okay, so we've got a separate passage. If we would have been in 4-wheeler, we would have to wait, but now we are in 2-wheeler. On 2-wheeler, we can very easily reach to the first point of it, and this is it, Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Tunnel. Nashri Chenani Tunnel or Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Tunnel. So it is almost 9 kilometers in this distance. So I'll stop recording and I'll meet you when the tunnel gets over. Tunnel is over. Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Tunnel, we've traveled through it. It is almost 10 kilometers. In distance. I just want to capture one frame of it. I don't know whether the camera could capture. Let's go ahead now. So this particular tunnel helps us bypass Patni Top. So Patni Top road is quite complicated, and it takes at least half an hour for a person to go on top and then come down. So around 40-50 minutes have got reduced because of this tunnel. So this tunnel was the first tunnel which they built somewhat before 2019, because in 2019 I came, it was there, but I could not enter in. The reason was there was a traffic jam, so I had to go by Patni Top route. The cab wala took me through the Patni Top route, and I was literally, feeling giddy. I was almost about to faint when I reached Patni Top, exactly the top part of it. But I ate some Parle-G or something, biscuit I ate, and then I felt somewhat good. But it was like I was completely feeling giddy back then. Okay, so this is one of the very good bypass and after this tunnel, other tunnels came in. Atal tunnel came, then now that Z-mode tunnel is there near Sonmarg, and the best will be Zojila tunnel or Zojila pass, Zojila tunnel itself, so which will bypass Zojila pass itself, which is of that particular tunnel is of 14 kilometers. So we are hoping that it will open in 2029. Some 300 meters patch is still remaining, that needs to be drilled in. Once the drilling is done, the both ends will be open for further developments. ये man made tunnel है, सीमेंट कंक्रीट का ऊपर से स्लैब बना है यहाँ पे. राइट साइड का तो रेगुलर टनल है, पर जो लेफ्ट में जो बना है ये ऊपर से कंक्रीट का स्लैब बना के टनल बना है. ऊपर से पत्थर वत्थर आते होंगे, लैंडस्लाइड होती होगी, तो इसलिए ये प्रोटेक्शन दे रहा है, नहीं तो रास्ता ले गया होता वो. अभी रामबान के पास है हम. अरे यार, यहाँ पे कैसे ये लोग, नीचे से नदी जा रही है, इसका नाम भूल गया मैं. अभी रामबान एरिया जाने के बाद बानीहाल का आएगा, और तो बानीहाल तक इशू है. बानीहाल निकल जाए तो फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है रामबान पे. पिछली बार आया तो ये शायद मिला नहीं मुझे कि कुछ और बाईपास है शायद, ये जो अंदर से जाता था गांव से उसको बाईपास कर दिया है. तो पिछली बार यहीं पे फंस गए थे हम. मतलब यहाँ से जो ट्रैफिक शुरू हो गई पूरी बानीहाल तक फंसे हुए थे, और ऐसा रिस्की गाड़ी चला कि मैं आगे निकला था. कोई लोकल बीच में से जा रहे थे ऐसे, उनके पीछे गया था मैं. उनके पास तो लगेज नहीं था, मेरे पास लगेज था. पीछे 2 सैडल बैग लगी थी रॉयल इनफील्ड पे, पर फिर भी कैसे तो भी मैंने मैनेज कर लिया. और यह भी बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. ये तो भीड़ बिल्कुल ख़त्म सी हो रखी है यहाँ पे, मस्त खाई दिख रही है. बानीहाल के पहले हम रामबान से कुछ 10 किलोमीटर आगे आए, और ये सिंगल लेन रोड शुरू हो रहा है, और नीचे पूरी टीप सी खाई बन रखी है, और ये ऊपर से सारा मास लैंडस्लाइड होके आ गया नीचे. जैसे झरना बहता है, जैसे एवलांच आता है बर्फ़ का, वैसे मिट्टी का एवलांच आया है. और यहाँ पे ज़्यादा देर रुक नहीं सकते, ऊपर से कभी भी पत्थर गिर सकता है. सबसे ख़तरनाक वो है यहाँ पे शूटिंग स्टोन. तो पिछली बार एक बार पैर पे पड़ा था मेरे, तो गोली जैसे मारते हैं वैसा ही है ये चक्कर. समझ में ही नहीं आता कहाँ पे लगा है, कहाँ पे दर्द हो रहा है. और करीब 5 मिनट 10 मिनट लग गए थे मुझे समझने में कि कहाँ पे लगा है मुझे. शूटिंग स्टोन सबसे ख़तरनाक है ये पहाड़ी एरिया में, स्पेशली हिमालय में. हिमाचल प्रदेश में तो बहुत एरिया है वो जहाँ पे ये शूटिंग स्टोन का इशू है। लद्दाख में कम है। लद्दाख में तो मुलायम रेत जैसे पहाड़ है, तो आ भी गया कुछ तो धीरे धीरे खिसकते आएगा और बहुत बड़ा नहीं होगा वो। पूरी धूल धूल है अंदर, इतनी धूल के सामने वाला कुछ दिख नहीं रहा मुझे। और ऊपर तेज़ ब्लोअर चल रहा है, ब्लोअर धूल नीचे सेटल होने ही देगा नहीं। चलो मिल गया, अभी ओपनिंग तो मिल गई। 500-600 मीटर का टनल था, का बड़ा खतरनाक सा था। सेक्शन क्रॉस हो गया, जो पूरा एक सिंगल लेन का रोड था, और ये बानीहाल से कुछ 10 किलोमीटर पहले ये ऐसा डबल लेन हाईवे शुरू होता है। तो बानीहाल यहाँ से 4 किलोमीटर है, और बानीहाल आप पहुँचते हो तो उसके बाद हमें एक टनल मिल जाता है काजीकुंड का बन, तो वो क्रॉस कर लिया तो फिर ख़त्म, आप कश्मीर में पहुँच गए। और ये तो अभी सेक्शन ये पूरा टनल तक है, तो कोई दिक्कत है नहीं अभी भीड़ लगने नहीं वाली मुझे, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा ब्रेक ले लिया। भाई वो बानीहाल रेलवे स्टेशन है, और सामने की तरफ जो जा रहे हैं हम, वो उन पहाड़ों के बीच में से एक टनल बना रखी इन्होंने, करीब 10 किलोमीटर से भी ज़्यादा बड़ी है। और काजीकुंड बानीहाल टनल कहते हैं उसे। तो अभी कुछ देर में पहुंचेंगे वहाँ पे हम, काजीकुंड बानीहाल टनल में। और ये 8.5 किलोमीटर का टनल है। और ये थी बॉर्डर हमारी जम्मू की। अभी यहाँ से जम्मू ख़त्म हो गया, और जैसे ही हम क्रॉस करेंगे उस तरफ जाएंगे तो वो हो जाएगा कश्मीर। तो अभी हम जहाँ पे निकलेंगे वो कश्मीर का एंट्रेंस पॉइंट है। अभी मुझे काफ़ी डर लगता है यार ये ऐसे टनल में एक्चुअली चलाने में, थोड़ा अंधेरा भी होता है। चलो मिलते हैं आगे, बहुत देर लगेगी इससे ये ख़त्म होते होते। काजीकुंड में पहुंच गया हूँ मैं, और ये पहुंच गए हम कश्मीर में। तो यहाँ पे मुड़ के मैंने, अरे यार यहाँ पे पुलिस है। ये देखो नाम दिखेगा यहाँ पे। चलो छूट गए यहाँ से। बहुत ख़तरनाक, बहुत टाइम लग जाता है, डर लग जाता है इतने देर अंदर टनल में रहते हो ना आप। वो पिछली टनल भी बहुत बड़ी थी। इंडिकेशन दैट वी हैव रीच्ड इन कश्मीर। सो बिहाइंड अस वी लेफ्ट काजीकुंड बानीहाल टनल, and as we entered into Kazikund, that this is the initial part of Kashmir. So from here onwards the actual Kashmir starts. Behind us was Jammu. Side on top, a mandir you can find. It is a mandir named as Shankaracharya Mandir. So it is a famous destination. What people go there. Must be famous for its religious significance as well. So we are heading towards Dal Lake, and so this is the Lal Chowk of Srinagar. It's one of the famous place. This is the first time when my battery ran out, and I just wanted to shoot this. My actual destination is on the back side, but I just wanted to shoot this clock tower. So it is a proof that I have come to Srinagar. Now I'll have to make a U-turn from here. I don't know how I can do it. Yes, I can do it. So this is the most initial part of Dal Jheel or Dal Lake, what they call.
Right.
They are telling me you want a boat ride. I've taken so long ride to reach here. They don't even have a little idea about that. So this is the Dal Lake. So some years ago, in 2019 I guess, I stayed in that side. Boat house. Now it will be too crowded here, and that's the reason why Google Map was telling me that you take another route, because it must be marked red here completely. But I wanted to shoot this. I wanted to shoot this. That's the reason I came here. Last time I came, I think my camera battery was down, so I could not shoot. This time I've shot so much that one of my battery I've drained completely, and I had to replace this with another one. Hopefully my phone should be able to support the or save the documents whatever we have generated in this due course. The reason is my storage is 128 GB, that's it, and almost it is 60-80 GB is already filled. So I don't know how much data I'll be having, so I can edit it and put the video on YouTube. Once I put up it on YouTube, I delete all those videos which are there in the app, as well as in the phone, as well as in the camera also, and I make the things ready for the next trip. This Dal Lake might be a natural water body, but its beauty has been enhanced by construction of roads like this, infrastructures like this next to it, giving a proper a distinct identification of like a land mass as well as water body. It gives a clear-cut identification. If it would have been, just a slope wherein water is just stagnated, it would have not enhanced the beauty of the lake. So what I'm trying to tell, that its beauty has been enhanced by the creation what man has made just next to it. This is just a road. is not like residential apartment has not been prepared, so that's the reason why its beauty has been still retained. But if it would have been residential apartment, somebody would have sold this land for some other purpose, for commercial purpose or some residential purpose, the lake would have got spoiled. But right now it looks very beautiful. It's already beautiful naturally, but it has been enhanced. We have reached the property. Where it is now? This is it, Mustache. Okay, this it might be. Yeah, ample lot of parking.